Mr. Ishii, you dress up nice over there. I appreciate you coming. This is a real special privilege for me and an honor to recognize these three gentlemen. Let me tell you real briefly how this started. Over the years, I've been here a long time. Some of these guys were here a lot longer than me, maybe, but some of the newer generation or newer staff, they ask, well, who's this Mr. Fortner I've heard about? Who's this Mr. Anderson I've heard about? Well, who's Mr. Townley? And yeah, we like to tell war stories about our previous chiefs, although I've never done that. So, I know some of you have. Just don't let me hear you doing it. So, but I thought it would be a great opportunity at a great time when this building is being dedicated to bring these three gentlemen back. Mr. Jacobs will not be here. We have 4 chiefs still living that served in this district. We had Mr. Howe, our first chief, and then Mr. Roy Berga. And they're long gone, but they also served. But Mr. Anderson, Mr. Townley, Mr. Fortner, it's my privilege to bring you up here today and honor you. I just want to touch on a few things and tell you a little bit about Mr. Fortner. He was appointed as a USPO in September 1959. Is that correct, Mr.
Yes,
Fortner?
sir. That's correct.
He was appointed chief in September 1977 by Judge Arno. And he worked with Judge Arno. He just told me an interesting story about Judge Arno. If we have time, you can share it with staff, because some of them, they get tired of me talking about the Judge Arno days, how it was to work for that type of judge. So, Mr. Fortner retired in March of 1982, and Mr. Fortner appointed 2 USPOs during his tenure. That's what our records show. Is that correct, Mr. Fortner?
Right.
Okay. Mr. Anderson was appointed as a USPO in February of 1962. He was appointed chief in April of 1982, and he was appointed by Judge Stafford. He retired in September of 1994, and I asked Mr. Anderson this earlier if he had any idea how many POs he appointed in this district. He said no. Are you ready? 27. Wow. 27. Mr. Townley, he was appointed as a USPO in South Carolina in May of 1977, and Mr. Anderson brought him back home in April of 1985. He was appointed chief in May of 1999 by Judge Vincent. And Mr. Townley retired in June of 07. I can remember that date because I know what happened soon after that still. So, Mr. Townley, do you know how many POs you appointed?
I have no idea.
14. 14. So, but again, I say it's my honor to have you guys back and recognize you. And I was just telling Ms. Betty and Mr. Fortner, as the chief, when I'm meeting with judges, you occasionally hear how great a work we do. And we do, and we still do to this day, but it's certainly not because of me, it's because of you guys. And we have that to live up to, and we want to honor you for that, and we appreciate it. So that's where the name Northern District of Florida started, with you guys, and you set a trail, and we appreciate that. So we have some gifts, just token of appreciation. We have a commemorative coin we want to present to each of you.
Thank you.
Can we buy gasoline with it?
It cost me enough. I'm not going to tell you what those cost you. And we have just a history on the, a little bit about the probation office. And
shows you your place in history.
if you have any mistakes, or if our local
and a little bit of the modern
historian,
stuff
please
too.
let us know where we can get it changed. So we want to make sure we do that. So okay, and we're ready. We're gonna be careful. Jeff, can you help me? And we're just gonna pull this, but watch the pen.
Okay, don't let it hit you now.
Yeah, don't let it hit you now. Guys, you will always be remembered, and I hope this building will be here long after we're all gone, and your place in history is here. Ready?
Oh, yeah. Very nice. There won't be some, but that's
Very nice.
good.
Straighten up, Mr. Jacobs. Yes. Please.
Some young folks up there,
And we have two here that we don't have photos for, Mr. Howe and Mr. Berga. But I understand Craig Brenner, Miss Pippin may have some old photos of Mr. Berga in the attic. So we're gonna try to get his photo and have it put up here. So I was not able to